But I think the bigger storyline here with this game is what are the Cubs going to do with this pitching rotation? Does Kyle Hendricks, does he deserve another opportunity to start for this Cubs team? You know he's been scuffling. He's been on the IL, in quotations, IL, meaning take some time away. Try to refocus, reset yourself. If he does not turn around, Cap, he's out of here as quickly as you can say Jake Arrieta. Sorry, that's not a bullpen arm. That's either a starter or not on the ball club. That lettuce out of the bullpen won't work.
Yeah, I think he does deserve another chance. He does. That doesn't mean I'd send Wisniewski down, but he would go to the pen for me. Kyle Hendricks has earned the right to see if he can fix his problems. Mm-hmm. Absolutely has earned it. If he doesn't fix them and he continues to get battered about like he did, I don't think he'll want to be out there.
You got to take the emotion out of it, though, if you're the Cubs. You know what Kyle Hendricks has meant to the ball club, but it's about trying to win the division and get into the playoffs and just be able to have reliable arms. We have mentioned on this show at least 6 or 7 guys in the rotation that could help you, especially younger arms. It starts with Shota, though, because that guy's an all-star. But you like Steele, right?
Yeah, like Assad.
You like Assad?
I came around on I thought he was a back of the rotation guy. He's pitched. He's an all-star.
You like Wicks, right?
Yeah, solid.
Okay. I mean, what I'm saying is and we talk about Wisniewski. Ben Brown. It's going to be – we mentioned this the other day. The Cubs have some hard decisions to make, but good decisions.
They do.
To make. Like, hey, you have a gluttony of young talent or middle-of-the-road talent that you say, you know what, we have to ride with these guys. If Hendricks cannot be effective, and by the way, those days of him being an ace, those days are done. But if he's not even close to being a back-of-the-rotation guy, sorry, we're trying to win here.
Agreed. Totally agree. So he'll get some other opportunities. I would bet his next start will be here, not in the minor leagues. And then Keegan Thompson or somebody will be on the Iowa shuttle, and we'll figure it out. We'll see.
I'm sure you have a number of pitchers from the bullpen that you like to see in Iowa or Myrtle Beach or someplace else.
Yeah, there's
right?
a few. There's a few.
There's a few guys, I'm sure, in this bullpen that you're like, I don't want to see him on my ball club anymore.
But we'll see what Jed and his team end up doing. There's not a trade coming, I don't think, imminently. I do know they talked to the Marlins, but they're not going to overpay to get something like what they already have. Mm-hmm. If you told me there was some elite arm and you could make a fair deal, but in May, tough to make a fair deal. Because the other side says, what kind of message are we sending our fan base? We're waving the white flag. Unless you're 9 and whatever, like the White Sox.
Well, that's the point. Those teams that you know you're not going to be able to do anything, you can have a conversation with. I'd like to know by the time we get to the deadline, between now and the deadline, if the Cubs are going to get themselves a left-hander out of the bullpen that they can rely on. A third of an inning guy, that's needed.
A lockdown guy.
Smiley's never. I told you that in spring training, Smiley is not it.
He's on the injured list.
I understand that. I'm just saying that for effectiveness, you need to be able to have someone from the left side that you can rely on.
Right.
I don't care how much money he's making. That's not the guy. It's just not.
No, he's a long man spot starter at best. That's where he's at. Luke Little is not the answer to your question.
I mean, that's something that you have to take a look at. Doesn't mean that the ball club's falling apart because you lost 2 out of 3. What I'm saying is that you have a number of positives on this team, and you want to keep the momentum going. By the way, Swanson's day-to-day.
He's got a bulky knee. So
maybe he's been playing hurt. Maybe that's the reason why. Or sore. Maybe I shouldn't say hurt because maybe that's a bridge too far. Maybe he's been playing sore.
Banged up.
Yeah.
Yes. I hope. Because he hasn't looked good.
Also, the Cubs rotation is pitching so well. What's next for Kyle Hendricks? Cap believes Hendricks deserves another opportunity. And that's just based on his body of work, if nothing else, right?
That and what he's done in his career. He's earned that right.
Stop.
Yes.
Oh, God.
See?
He's earned the opportunity. He went down to the minors. He's pitched well down there, gave up 1 run. He's earned the right to come back and see if he can help the club. Now, if you tell me he gets pounded twice yeah, he's probably in trouble with his future.
No
and he would
question.
tell you that.
I'm wired so differently than that. I don't give a rat's bleep what you've done in your career. I care about who can help me right now. And right now, Hayden Wisniewski's pitching better. So for me, it doesn't matter to me what Kyle Hendricks was or how important he is to the Cubs. He wasn't good when he was up here this year. And right now, this rotation is lights out. I'm not putting Kyle Hendricks in it unless I know for a fact he can be.
You will
really
never know
effective.
for a fact. You won't know till you put him out there.
That's where you have a guy earning a spot right now. What do I care what Kyle Hendricks did 4 years ago? It doesn't matter.
I would give him the opportunity. I would. If my scouts who were in Iowa or wherever he was said he looks pretty good.
I guess the point is that you have 5 starters and young players that are light years ahead of Hendricks. Hendricks has to be able to dance for his supper right now. He's going to have to if he wants to make the ball club moving forward. You just can't have him as a tenured professor about what he used to do. It's important.
Agreed, but he gets an opportunity.
Fine. But he better get it done. He's got to be able to catch up to the Steels and the Imanagas and the Assads,
No question,
Wisniewskis.
but he's going to get an opportunity.